Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Follow CQ.
And I'm Cassandra Lee, and together we are the
Power
Power
Couple.
Couple.
And we want to welcome you on tonight's team hangout, Power Quantum Hangout, man. We're so excited to be on here. We got some really awesome stuff that we're going to be talking about. And my wife has structured an awesome presentation that's not only going to share with you how to get more signups, right? But how to jab your way to a sale, right? You know, the stuff that we're going to be sharing with you are going to be principles and just, my wife is just methodically just studied this and put things together, step-by-step processes, right, for you to begin to start doing this right now. It doesn't matter what business you're in, this works for anything, right? So I'm excited. I'm really excited. If you're excited, go ahead and put it in the comment, right? And let's get right to it, right?
Absolutely, guys. Now, before we actually get into it, I just want to let you know that you are here for a reason, right? You got involved with Power Quantum so you can develop a skill set to grow your business and your life. Some of you are in other businesses. Some of you are using the Empower Network platform to start making some dinero, right? Whatever it is that you're doing, we just want to let you know that we believe in you. We believe in you, and we want to push you towards that success. Remember that Power Quantum was created to quantify what matters most to you. Whatever it is in your life that you want to see an increase in, or you want to see some more significance in, that's what we're here to create. That's what Power Quantum is for. So these trainings are designed specifically to help you develop that kind of luxury, right? That success, that lifestyle. That's what we're here to do. We're here to help you do that. And how? Well, simple, right? There's tactics, there's skill sets that we need to develop so you into your Empower Network platform, right? Which is still your business. And you can start using these tactics so you can generate an income. And really, it's not the income that we want, it's what it can give us, right? That's what we truly want. So let's help you create that kind of lifestyle. So before we actually get into the meat and all the, I want you to get your bib on, right? Because we're about to eat really good, right? You might get it all over your face. That's how good tonight's presentation is. But before we actually go into it, I really want to share something with you guys that can change the perspective on how you receive this, okay? And so what is that? Well, it has to do with your mindset, okay? It has to do with your mindset, and it always goes back to that. A lot of people think that there's some secret to success, right? It's the how-tos. How do I get this done? How do I do this? How do I get that? How do I finish this? How do I work my AWeber, right? AWeber is like the pain in the ass out of all the things, right? We go into all these things. How do I do this? When really it's not the how-tos that make you successful. It's how you do the how-tos. Something really powerful that I want you to understand is this. You know, my husband was sharing this with me. You have the philosophy first. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we froze. Okay, we have the philosophy first. Then we have the attitude, right? Right, baby?
Yep.
Then we have the, what else?
Actions.
Actions, right? Then we have the results, which create your ultimate lifestyle.
Yep.
So let's really paint this picture out real quick, because after tonight, what I don't want to happen is for you to learn all the how-tos, and because your philosophy isn't right, that you do absolutely nothing with them, or you remove them in a different order that screws up the whole desired lifestyle, okay? So let's talk about it. See, when you have a philosophy, right, the way of thinking, the way you perceive life, and the way you act on life is a philosophy. That gives you an attitude. There's an attitude that you now have towards life or the certain things about life. And that attitude gives you an action, right? That attitude, when you take the action, you're taking it with that specific attitude, which derives from that philosophy. And then that action gives you a result, and that result is a reflection of your life. So look around you right now. I want you to just, you have your notebook, you probably have your bib on, getting ready to eat. I want you to look around you in your entire life right now. Not just looking at the physical objects, but looking at what the objects mean. Think about even the life you have, the relationships you have, the way you feel. Just look at all of that. All of it is there because of your best thinking. So if you have, right, it's because your best thought is pretty sucky, right? If you have an awesome desired life, it's because your best thinking is that way. Now, it is possible that the physical result has not yet caught up to your philosophy. So in order to change your physical lifestyle, you need to go back to the results, back to the actions, back to the attitude, back philosophy, because it all starts there, guys. So that's what I really wanted to share with you. It all starts with your philosophy. If you've read today, if you've listened to a positive audio today, you guys should all be doing your 30 cube plan. It will create the habit to doing it every day. I know we did.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah.
We do it all the time because it's just it's a part of our being. It's in our fiber. It's in I mean our very fabric, right? It's in us. It's just who we are. We do this now. And if you did that, you're learning how to develop the right kind of philosophy to go about your attitude and actions to create the desired result. So congratulations if you have done that. I want to tell you that tonight is going to be really about how to jab your prospect, right? How to jab your market so you can set up the prospect for the sale. What does that mean? Well, before I get really into it, I want to show you this awesome book that I'm reading. And I kind of got the title of today, it influenced me from this book. So this book is really sexy. It's called Jab, Jab, Right Hook. How to tell your story in a noisy social world. Okay, I tried to read that backwards. All right, so this is the book by Gary Vaynerchuk, and this is an awesome book, especially for us business people or us entrepreneurs. And it basically just talks about, how to put content out there that can ultimately lead the person into buying from you, and how the different social medias are different lingos, just things like that. And anyway, so what I wanted to talk about was how to jab your market, and what does jab your market mean? What do you think that means?
When I think about jabbing, I think about setting it up for either more combinations or when you constantly jabbing somebody, it wears people down and eventually you go for the knockout.
Right. We come from a martial arts background, so I actually was his instructor. If you guys didn't know how we met, right? He came into a karate school saying, man, I got to learn how to fight. And who was the sensei? I was, right? So I was the black belt. He was the white belt, but eventually he got his black belt with us, which is great. So let me just talk about something really quick, right? When I don't know if you remember this book. When I would teach classes, I would always tell, the jab is to feel your partner out. Want to go ahead and throw next. Do you want to go over there?
It's freezing up.
Yeah, it's freezing up. I don't want to do this with that. I was hoping it wouldn't.
Well, we're good. We're good.
I hope so. I hope we're good. I hope you guys can see us. I hope that didn't interrupt too much. If, in fact, that it restarts our whole video training, we're going to go and connect it to the actual Ethernet, okay? All right, so the actual wire, right? All right, so let's go back to what I was saying. So you use it and you set it up, right? It sets up the actual punch. It sets up the actual knockout. And martial arts or boxing terms are very similar to your marketing. Very, very similar. The jab are the little tags that you use to set up the actual sale, the bam, get it, but you don't want to go for the knockout right away. You don't want to do that right away. So let's talk about exactly how to do that. I hope you guys are excited about it. We're going to be talking about how to use the most important thing, which is what you got when you first got started, the blog, right? We're going to talk about all these different things. So if you're excited, write in the comments, man, I'm so excited. I can't wait to implement this information. And tonight, guys, we're going to be giving you an assignment at the end of it to see how well you're actually learning the information we're giving you tonight.
Absolutely. Actually, I want to shout out real quick, for the brand new members who just got started with Power Quantum. We have Jerry Montes. If you're on here, man, congratulations. Mercy for getting started. Dean, Anthony.
That's Dina.
Dina, right? Anthony, Tony, right? Tony, what's up, buddy? Thank you for getting started, man. Anthony, Dragon, Amber, Dargan, right? Wendy, Tyler, and Kyle, right? So congratulations, right? Congratulations for making the decision to be part of Power Quantum. And our vision is very simple. Our vision, is to create 100 six-figure earners by the end of this year, right? That are able to liberate themselves from the grip of money so they can begin to start doing the things that you really want to do, right? Because like my wife said, even though we all want the money, right, it's not really the money that we want. It's really what's underneath the money that's really closest to our heart, and that's the real reason why we want it, right? I'm sure all of us have good intentions to making a lot of money, right? And I'm sure all of us want to make sure we hit and we're able to use that money for whatever that we want to do with that money, right? So I'm really excited for you guys. Congratulations for getting started. And if you're on here, right, I just want to congratulate you because it's only going to get better from here, all right? And I'm super excited for you. I mean, I'm pumped up, right? Because when we first got started, guys, we didn't have guidance, right? When we first got started, we didn't have anybody telling us or guiding us in a way or in a direction that was going to help us get the results as fast as possible. But at the same time, not deviating, not getting confusing in any of that. I mean, we went through so many problems. We invested in a lot of stuff that didn't work, right? And I'm just so glad that you guys have the opportunity to get started, start learning something new, and automating your business on the internet so you can really start taking advantage and you can really start capitalizing on this market, right, on this internet, because there's a lot of stuff out there that can really help your business go to the next level. So
Absolutely.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah. And those of you who are actual affiliates of Empower, get ready to start making 100% commissions off the people that are coded to you. Because what you're about to learn is going to be epic. It's going to be epic. I'm so excited. All right, cool. You guys ready? I'm going to start sharing my screen. Let me just make sure that the presentation is on the right slide so I don't do stuff here. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. You guys ready? Got your bibs on, ready to eat real good? I wish some of you guys can respond. All right, cool. Here we go. How to jab your market, right? When I say respond, baby, all I meant was them like actually physically saying, yeah, something like that. I wish there was like a room full of us here, right? All right, so how to jab your market, setting it up for the sale. We want more sales, right? This is how we're going to do it. Okay, so this is a funnel. How many of you guys actually know about this concept? By the way, those of you who are paying really close attention as I'm going through this presentation, what you should be doing is writing some questions, some comments in the comment box so that way when we get back in it, we know we can answer your questions. We can help you out, right? Those of you who have the 15K or the masters, right, those of you who are all in, we're going to be staying at the end of this and getting into some real deep stuff, right? Okay. So here's a funnel. What is a funnel? Well, the funnel is broken down into about 4 parts. You have the filter, you have the capture page, the bridge page, and the sales page. And what you want to do is you want to send traffic to this, right? You want to get eyeballs to this, and you want to put them through the filter so that by the end of it, you're making some moolah, okay? That's what you want to do. This is so important that you understand the different components to a funnel. Because if you can understand the different components to a funnel, you'll know exactly how to leverage it in a way where you can actually get the results that you want. For example, you go through your funnel. When you create your funnel, you can say, okay, I believe most likely people will convert into a sale when I do this. And you start seeing at what point did somebody become a member. I know that when somebody becomes a member of Power Quantum, we have our personal assistant, Angela. She calls everyone, welcomes them, and she asks, how long have you been following the Power Couple before you decided to make your decision? So we ask that for a reason, because depending on that answer determines, did they go right through the funnel, did they go through this whole funnel process and then say, boom, the sale? Or did they go through the funnel and then they waited for some emails before they actually made the sale? And we want to know that so we know what areas do we need to tweak. And the other question that we ask them, we have Angela ask, what is the question again? All right. What was the deciding factor that made you say, I'm ready for this? And, they'll usually quote a line that was mentioned in one of the videos, or they'll quote the feeling that they got from one of the videos, and it determines, did they get it from this video in the sales page? Did they get it from the bridge page? Or did they get it from the content that we gave? Whatever it was, we want to make sure that that deciding factor is something that we continue to do. So we know, oh man, if it was from here, this part right here, our sales page, is on point. We don't really need to tweak it. Or the filter, whatever it is. We're able to diagnose our business in a way to continue to develop it, tweak it, and get it. One thing that you need to understand: this is not just for business or the funnel process. This is for life. Whenever you set something up, it is beneficial that you maintain it. Everything is kept in the maintenance. Success is done in the maintenance. Okay, for example, it's easy getting to the top, but staying there is hard. When you start a relationship, it's easy saying, yeah, let's commit to this relationship, but maintaining it is the more difficult part, the more challenging part. But maintaining is all you need to continue moving further in whatever it is that you're doing. When you do it right once, you never have to do it again. That's like building a house. I think I was having this conversation with Tony. He was talking about how anal he is and how he just likes to have things done right, and I think that's awesome, because it's true. You do things right once, you never have to do them again. If I build a house and I build the house the right way the first time, I don't have to it coming down and rebuilding it, right? Because that'll suck. I just have to build it right once, and then all I have to do is focus on maintaining. And that is really it. That's the same thing with this business. You build this business the right way, all you have to do is maintain it. But if you build it off the wrong thing, you're going to find that you're going to build a team, it's going to crash, then you're going to build the team again, it's going to crash, and then you're going to build a team. You're going to be in this vicious cycle of never achieving the actual desired goals that you want. All right? So this is really important, guys. Moving on to the next thing. Here we go. Jabs are right here, okay? We're talking about the jabs today, right? We're talking about how to jab your market. It is found in the filter. These are where the jabs mainly are, okay? You can talk about a jab in the emailing process, which is, it's in the funnel, right? But jabs are mainly done right here. The jab is created to get them to touch the capture page so you can get them into a lead and convert them into the sale. You're setting them up for the sale. So this is what we're going to focus on today. We're going to focus on the actual filter. Y'all ready for this? I had to put my voice on, right? Okay, here we go. The filter. The filter is the content that leads them to becoming a lead. That's what you want. See, your business thrives on leads. Leads are the blood flow of your business. They're the blood flow. They're the oxygen. They are what keeps it alive. You can't get sales without having leads. That's just how it works. So in order to get a certain amount of sales, you need a certain amount of leads. In order to get a certain amount of leads, you need a certain amount of eyes to the content that you're portraying. Does that make sense? I hope you guys are getting it. All right, cool. So I'm going to move on. You have pictures, you have articles, you have podcasts,
just double check,
and you have webinars. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I just want to make sure everyone is still here. Cool. All right, are we here? Can everyone see us? Awesome. Hey, Jerry, thank you. We appreciate you for saying that. That was awesome. Anyone else, can you guys just let me know if you guys can see us and that the connection is not going too off before I continue? Tony or Tyler, can you guys just let me know that you guys can hear me or see me? Do we look cool? Do we sound cool? Before I move on, I'm going to get a cup of water before I continue, because I want to make sure that everyone is on point. I want to make sure that you guys get this information so that way you guys can really succeed, you know? I don't want to just talk and no one's there, right? Make sure that you guys can see me. Let me know if you guys can see me. Can I have some water, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. All right. I guess I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. Is that okay, babe, if I keep going? Yeah? All right, cool. I'll see your comments in a few seconds, guys. All right, so here we go. Let me go right back to the thing, because I know that there's a slight delay. So I probably won't see this until a while. But I'm going to go right back to it, okay? Here we are. Boom. Okay, so these are the different kinds of content. All right, you have blogs, videos, pictures, articles, podcasts, and webinars. And of course, there's tons more, right? You have your website. There's just tons of stuff more that is considered content. Now, it's important that you know that, because what I want you to do is really focus on about 2 or 3 of them, maybe 4, and start developing content this way. Because tonight I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay? I'm going to show you what your content should include, so that way you're landing jabs and you're getting these jabs to set you up for the sale, right? That's the whole purpose of it. So we have to get more eyes to our content. How? Well, the more places your content is, the more likely people are to come across your service and head on through the funnel. So what does this mean? If your content is just created, for example, I write my blog, I make my video, I record a podcast, it's useless if I am not getting eyes to it. If no one sees it, it's absolutely useless. No one has any idea about it. That's like me opening up a business and never putting a sign in front of it, or giving out flyers, or telling anyone that I opened up a business. I'm just paying rent in a room, right? You want people to know. People need to know about the content, because the more people know about it, 1, it can get shared, and 2, that's how you get them through the funnel. So this is how we're going to do it. You ready for that? You're like, oh, this makes sense. I get it. I know. I want you to relate everything that I'm saying to your business, okay? Relate it to your business. Because if you can take this and relate it to business, then you're absolutely going to grow. Absolutely. Okay? So now how do we jab? It's really simple. Okay? Once you have your form of content, right, which is the blog, the video, podcasts, etc. Once you have your form of content, here's how you jab. Well, number 1, you have to be generous. All right? Don't just talk about your company. Ugh, I hate that. Everyone else hates it too. Don't talk about your company. I want to let that settle into your mind for a second. Is it settled yet? I want you to really digest what I just said. Do not talk about your company. You want to be generous. What does that mean? Give. Give, guys. Be informative. What's informative? Value. My man Tony, man, I'm talking about you a lot. I guess I'm really fond of you, right? Tony made a video, and he was talking about value, right? I love the term he used. I'm about to drop a value bomb. And he was talking about value. Guys, when you do this stuff, this is what gets people attracted to you. Be informative. Let people learn something. Let them feel like they just ate something and they're full by it. Let them feel satisfied by looking at your posts, looking at your blog, looking at your videos, your podcasts, whatever it is. And be funny. If you're not funny, you're not entertaining. People are not going to want to stay long. Now, this may be hard for some people, but what I mean by being funny is being attractive. You know, be charismatic. Put a smile on someone's face, and it could be something as silly as you know, you turn on the camera, you just look at it, and you stare at it, and then you just smile, and then you just say, "I just wanted to throw that smile out for you because I'm just happy you're watching this video." That's going to bring a smile on someone's face. Be creative and be yourself. All right? Be inspiring, guys. You know, make somebody feel moved by hearing what you just said, or by looking at a picture or a post or a blog that you wrote. You know, inspired of these people. You basically just want to be what we all want in humans, right? What you love in other people is what you want to be, is what you want to give to other people. Because if they see that, they're going to go, wow, man, this person's pretty cool, and they're going to look forward to your next piece of content. And they're going to look forward to the next one and the next one, and then it's going to get to the point where they just can't wait to buy from you. They're going to just feel guilty buying from you. Not buying from you. So you want to share a moment with your prospect. Something funny, ridiculous, clever, dramatic. I forgot some commas there. Heartwarming and informative, okay? Share a moment. Don't just throw content out there. I want you to make it personal, where you're actually talking to someone, where you're sharing an intimate moment with that person. Even though it's to thousands of people, have a moment with one of them. And how you do that is by mentioning, I'm talking to you. You know, the one that's paying attention or watching this video right now, you're the one I'm talking to. That's how you want to do that. And when they comment, when they like, when they email, whatever it is, you respond and you make them feel loved. You know, make them feel like they're wanted. Be generous. Notice, we're not mentioning the company. Do not do that. This is the biggest mistake that beginners in network marketing do, or network marketers, period. You know, you join a network marketing company, and they tell you all the facts about the company, and then you have thousands of people going out talking about the facts about the company. And what happens is, because there's 1,000 people talking about it, the moment you do, they're like, oh, I heard this right. I don't want to hear this crap. If they had a bad experience, they're not even going to give you a shot. You're competing with not only the people in your, but you're competing with companies. You have a lot of competition out there, because now, instead of people comparing and saying, why should I join you, people are comparing companies and saying, is this company better than that company? And that's retarded. Because they're gonna hear from, you know, a little birdie saying, hey, whatever you do, just don't join this company, join that company, because that company has X, Y, and Z. So the moment you open your mouth about a fact about your company, they shut it off. Because they already know, I was told from a birdie not to do it. They're not even going to give you a chance. You have to figure out what's going to make you stand head and shoulders above your competition. Whether you like it or not, you are competing against everybody in your company's niche. And you're competing against other companies in network marketing. So you have to figure out, why would somebody say, I want to join you? I want to be with you. Well, this is how you do it, guys. The stuff that I just mentioned before. You want to mention anything about that?
Yeah, you know, I just want to say a couple of things. You know, when you lead with yourself, you know, there's no comparing, because there's only one of you guys, right? There's only one person. You know, by the way, you're doing an awesome job, babe. You know, and I guess in the beginning, or when you're getting started, it's kind of hard to comprehend. You know, trying to, you know, you're like saying, but, you know, why can't I, you know, why shouldn't I promote my company? You know, why shouldn't I? And it's not like we're telling you not to do it. If you want to do it, just go ahead and do it, right? We're not telling you not to do anything, but we are telling you that there's certain things that when you go about it a certain way, they give you a certain result. And when you do it over and over and over, they give you the same results. So the stuff that we're sharing with you is stuff that we're getting results from, right? We're getting results because we're sharing exactly what we're doing, right? We're not telling you to do something we're not doing, which is so important. And, you know, that's why it's important to brand yourself. It's important to lead with yourself, because when you do so, there's not going to be any comparing. I mean, how many of you
I don't know why that happens to me. I just forget for like 5 seconds.
interconnection.
Well, let's check everyone out for a second. There we go. See some comments here. You guys are good. I'm full screening on my phone before class. I can still see you guys. Cool. And thank you. Awesome. All right, cool, man. There was something I was going to say, and I totally had forgotten what it was. But my husband was mentioning something. I was like, oh, wait. I want to say this real quick, but it'll hit me, and when it hits me, I'll let you know. All right, so let me go back to the screen. We're going to go right back to it. I want to make sure you guys are getting all the info you need. Hold on. Boom, boom, bam. All right, here we go. So do not mention your company at all, right, guys? This is totally important. Lead with yourself. And now let's get your jabs landed, okay? Yeah. Let's get this stuff landed. Once you can get it landed, boom, you're gonna start growing, right? So what does that mean? Meaning you're not just throwing stuff to the air. You're not just putting content out there. You're not just throwing things and hoping that somebody sees it. It's got to actually land. So when people see it, they're taking action. They're moving. They're doing what you want, which is what? Going through the funnel so you can convert them into the sale. Really simple, okay? This is how you land a jab. Well, you have a blog, right? And when you start blogging, this is what happens, okay? You blog about something, right? Let me go back to this one for a second. You blog about something, and when you blog correctly, right, and you use certain traffic generating methods, you're going to get eyes to the blog. They're going to read it. They're going to feel like, man, I know this guy. This guy's funny. He's informative. He's valuable. I'm enjoying what I'm getting from this guy. And then they're going to say, well, what is it that he does? What is it that he does? And then you click on it, and then you go. That's exactly what I wanted to say before. What I wanted to say was, when we tell you guys not to mention your company, one of the things that people always say is, but then how do I get the sale? Like, when do I mention the company? You know, and they start thinking that way. And I want to tell you, you don't want to mention the company in the forefront. You know, we once were told, you are a professional when no one knows what you do.
You know, this is why, right, guys? Because when you don't mention the company, what's going to happen is that you're going to give the people the opportunity to get to know you, like you, and trust you, right? And what's going to happen, that's going to buy you time so people can buy into you. So when you present your opportunity or the business you're in, they're just going to buy into it, like automatically, right? Because that's what people do naturally, right? I mean, even if they don't like you, right, or you know, or they kind of have a little bit of their own way of thinking about you, right? What's going to happen is that they're going to keep digging deeper to figure out what you do, right? I mean, it's curiosity, you know, okay, what does this guy do? You know, you're going to keep digging, and as you keep digging, you're going to get to know this person, or in this case, people are going to get to know you. They're going to realize that you're a real person, that you're somebody who's cool, somebody they can relate with, and then finally, when they dig and they hit that rock or they hit that treasure chest, that's when you open it up and you say, and this is what I do. And by that time, it has already given you enough time for people to actually buy into your personality, buy into your vision, buy into everything you do, right? So what we're telling you is very strategic, right?
Yeah, this stuff works not even like just for business, but it works for like
dating.
Dating, right? It works for like
don't give all of your
No, it even works for like, let's say I'm into music and I want to get my music out there. Of people who say that they can sing, right? It's this kind of stuff. It's this. You want to build a brand. This is how you build a brand, guys. So when do you mention it? It's way after. So what happens is you write a blog, right? You use some SEO or you're using some paid traffic or whatever it is. You get eyes to your blog. The person reads it and they're like, damn, yo, this is an awesome blog. Who the heck is this guy? They can't wait to see your next blog. They get it. They see it. They see this picture saying, hey, work closer with me, or click here if you want to get to work with me, or be on my team. And they're like, what team? What does this guy do? They click on it, and they see you in a video saying, hey, what's up? If you're here, it's because you want to get started on my team and want to meet me and work closer with me. And I want to tell you that I'm here to help you get closer to your dreams, and this is the vehicle that I'm using to get there. This is what I do every single day in my life, and here is my vision. And you share your vision. Notice I didn't even mention the company yet. I'm just sharing my vision. This is my vision, blah, 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 and this is the vehicle that I use. Boom, and now you say your company. Click here if you want to get started with me. And the people who really want to will, and the people who don't just don't. And that's fine, because you don't have to convince nobody. If you're convincing people to join you, you're freaking wasting your time. Let people do their own damn research. If you have to convince people, this is one, you're convincing them by telling them the facts. No, you should do it. It's not a scam because, you know, X, Y, and Z, and no, this is good because the compensation plan and blah, blah, blah. If you're talking about all that crap, no one cares. You're in it for the money. You want to be in it for people, guys. What is your vision? Lead with that. Lead with your vision. Those of you who are yellow personalities, that's how you're going to win. You're going to fight for a cause. That's how you're going to win, right? So how do we land the jab? Well, you need to learn SEO, right? We just did a training on it last week, so if you guys want the link to that, let me know. Those of you who are brand new in Power Quantum, we have a whole training center of all the different trainings we do. We record every single one of them, and we put them in only for our team. We don't record the public ones. We put them for our team, and you can go in there and you can review them as often as possible. Well, we did a basic one. We did a basic training on SEO, so it's not at all advanced. The advanced stuff is found in the 15K formula. You look at lesson 5, SEO, Jedi, blog traffic, long-lasting SEO juice to beat Google, Panda, Penguin, and any other animal they think of. Some of you guys are like, I don't get it. Well, yeah, you know, in the beginning of Google, when you did SEO, to land on the first page of Google, you had to beat this thing called Panda Penguin, right? And what that is well, they're animals obviously, but they're little things, right, that kick people off of the first page. So you have to like understand the Google algorithm to land on the first page. But things have changed, so this is telling you how you can actually land on the first page of Google, period, okay? Lesson 20, archive, lesson 3 of SEO mastery, right? And lesson 24, bonus, advanced SEO tactics, advanced link building tactics. These are the trainings that are found in the 15K formula. And you're wondering why it's called the 15K formula. Well, it's because it's created to teach you how to make $15,000, especially within the Empower Network platform, because you make 100% commission off of the 15K formula. If it's $1,000, you're making $1,000 of the things that are coded to you, okay? Again, see our income disclosure if you have not yet done so. That's not guaranteed. You have to actually apply the information to do it, and for your business as well. So you want to learn SEO to land your blogs, right? This is where you're going to learn it. How else can you land a job? Well, video marketing, using the Costa Rica Intensive, right? In the Costa Rica Intensive, right, that's the $500 course. Lesson 2 talks about nobody wants to sell chocolate, viral sustainability. Lesson 3 is positive framing to convert more sales, the power of metaphors. And lesson 4, speaking your prospect's language and how to get people to buy stuff. There's also courses in the 15K about video, but I just didn't want to put it all in here all at once, guys. You even have quizzes here that you take to see if you internalize the information. This is some awesome stuff, guys, right? And you also want to use social media, which is free. You want to syndicate, and you want to email. So what is syndication? Well, that's taking your blog, your video, your podcast, your webinars, all that other stuff, and you're putting it on all different sites on the internet. In fact, in lesson 3 of the 15K, it talks about what sites that are best to put it on. Okay? Lesson 17, social syndication, free social media strategies. How do you use social media to leverage it in a way where you can win? And you can also get the book that I showed you earlier. That also is going to help you, you know. Lesson 19, archive. Lesson 2, syndication mastery. Okay? Email marketing seduction, outsell the competition without using the phone. Right? Without even prospecting and using the phone, guys. This is email marketing. So what I'm saying is when you create a blog and you start building your list, you can email your list your blog, right? Lesson 9, 7-figure email secrets inside the autoresponder 7-figure earner. Guys, this is all the stuff that you need in order to start developing the understanding of how to land a job. So now you're saying, dang, okay, I can't wait to get my hands on this information. I don't know how soon I can get it. It's not looking like I can get it tonight. Well, that's fine. You start saying, how can I get it? How can I get it? And on top of that, you also have the Power Quantum Members Training Center that talks about the basics of these things. And you can get off on that. So that way when you start putting stuff out, you're doing it correctly and you're seeing results with it, guys. And eventually, as you start getting and upgrading to the courses, soon you're going to be like, damn, are found in the doing, okay? And we also had to learn that, you know, when we were getting started, that it's not about your current situation, right? I was talking to Wendy today, one of the members of Power Quantum, and I was telling her that one of the biggest differences between a successful, prosperous, conscious-minded person and a poverty-conscious-minded person is the poverty-conscious person will use an excuse to hold them back, and the successful person will use that same excuse and turn it into a reason to make them go forward. Let's talk about money. I can't because I don't have the money. And a successful person says, I will because I don't have the money. So the successful person looks at their bank account and says, damn it, I don't have the money, which is why I have to get this, because I don't ever want to feel like I don't have money ever again. And the poverty-conscious person looks at their bank account and says, I can't because I don't have money, which is why they never have money, because they constantly allow it to control them. Can't do something because money isn't there. See, that's the difference. That's one of the biggest differences between a successful person and a poverty-conscious person. It's the slight change of making their excuses into reasons of why they should go ahead and do something. If that didn't just smack you in the face, I don't know what will. That should have been, if you have your bib on, you should have been wiping your face really good. That was a good one, right? That was a greasy steak right there. All right? So here's what we're going to do, guys. We want to give you an assignment. Before we give you the assignment, let's see if anyone has any questions really quick. That way we can go about taking care of you guys. So do you guys have questions? Let me put it here in the comment box here. Any questions? That way, if you guys have questions, we can go ahead and answer it, and then we can show you the assignment, and we can call it a night, guys.
Yeah. You know what we're gonna do, guys? This is gonna be really cool, right? I believe we're gonna start it next week, right? We're gonna switch from Webinar Jam to something more interactive. I think Webinar Jam is really cool, but I want it to be a little bit more interactive, and so it's gonna be even cooler than what it is now, right? So then you guys can interact and everything, which I think is really, really cool. So anyways, what you covered is really, really awesome, right? And here's the reason why you need to do it. You need to do it because every time you learn something new, every time that you're sharpening one of your skills or you're developing a new skill set, right? What it's doing, in essence, is you're increasing your value, right? You're increasing your value as a person, as a leader. And you're becoming an authority, right? And what happens when you are looked as an authority on the internet or just in anything in life? Well, when you look as an authority, people will listen to what you have to say, right? People will do what you tell them to do, and people will be more submissive to you rather than be rebellious, right? And why is that important? Because it's important if you're in business, because when people look at you as an authority, there's no resistance, right? I mean, think about a police officer. Think about anybody that you can think about as an authority. Think about that person, whoever comes to your mind. Think about this. Would you ever rebel? Would you ever disrespect them? Would you ever talk to them the same way you talk to somebody you're mad, somebody you don't like? Absolutely not, right? You wouldn't talk to them that way, and you probably will take advice from them. You probably would listen to them, right? And you would just do what they tell you to do. Now, if you do that, and if you increase your value every single time, what's going to happen is that people will just sign up under you, right? You're going to have the authority to say, look, if you want to learn more about this and you want to actually, develop a stream of income, or you want to be part of my business, just get in. And you won't believe it. You won't believe it, but people will get in, right? People will get in, right? So I'm really pumped up. I'm pumped up, and I want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. This training was really awesome.
Yeah, man, I love it. I love you guys, man. Every single one of you out here watching this, whether you're watching the recording or you're watching us live, we just want to say that we love you, man, and we really, really, really want to see you succeed. We really appreciate you guys, and that's what we're here for. That's why we create these trainings so that you can actually go ahead and, right? Okay, cool. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Fine, Tony. Yeah. Give us a call, right? You'll probably call the number that Angela called you on, and we'll pick up over here. Okay. All right, cool. So I'm going to show you your assignments, guys. Make sure you get it and start applying it. You have 1 week to apply this assignment, guys. Let's show it to you real quick, and then we're going to end the night. Here we go. Okay, so your assignment, let me put this here, is to upgrade to a new course, right? Number 2, write a blog. post it on Facebook and the Power Quantum Mastermind Facebook group, right? And you want to make a video and post it on YouTube and post a video on Facebook. You're going to do a blog, post it, a video, post it on YouTube, and a video that you post on Facebook. So you have 4 things: upgrade, blog, video, okay? That is going to be the assignment, and the whole purpose of it is what? Don't just write the blog, don't just make the video, make it using the characteristics of a JAD. What are the characteristics? I'll show you again one more time just in case you forgot. Right here. Being generous, informative, funny, inspiring. Sharing a moment together, something funny, ridiculous, clever, dramatic, heartwarming, and informative, right? Lead with value, not the company, guys. That is your assignment. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, guys, we love you. I'm so proud of you. We can't wait to see you succeed. I see some people took some notes. Tony, you took some notes. We can't wait to hear the results that you guys are getting. Next week, we're going to be talking about...
we're going to be talking... Oh, man, I choked a little bit here, right?
The philosophy.
No, we're going to be talking about how to develop a, how to structure a funnel process that converts, right? The psychology that goes behind a funnel that converts sales for you, right? Now, this is going to be really awesome. And here's the reason why you need to be on this next webinar, because, look, obviously, you guys are taking your business online, right? And it's really important how you structure a funnel. The little things that you think that may not matter actually matter, and how it gets people closer to the edge into making a buy, right? Into buying or for you making a sale, right? So we're going to talk about that, right? So make sure you tune in next week on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time for the next Power Quantum Hangout, where we're going to be talking about the psychology of how to develop a funnel process that converts, okay?
Yeah.
So we love you guys. We appreciate you. Thank you for getting on here, and we can't wait to see you next week. We love you.
Those of you who have the 15K, we're going to be, you stay on, we're going to be with you guys right
Absolutely.
now. And those of you who are all in as well. Those of you who are departing, right now, tomorrow we have a public training. You're more than welcome to get on, and that's going to be awesome. It's going to be on how to generate a subscriber base of 3,000 hungry prospects, all right? All right, guys, we'll talk to you guys soon. Peace, love, and chicken grease to the Middle East.